Have you ever sat at your desk and thought, what exactly should I be learning right now to advance my career? Not just what's interesting or what everyone else is talking about, but what will actually move the needle in your career. Because let's be honest, there are a million courses, podcasts and tools out there. But what nobody ever gives you is a learning strategy that actually matches your current career stage. So you end up trying everything or worse, doing nothing. And that's where most careers quietly stall, not because you aren't working hard, not because you are not smart, but because you're learning in circles, without direction, without clarity, without return. Today we fix that. I'm going to show you how to build a strategic career learning plan that evolves with you, step by step. One that maps directly to your value, your growth, and your next promotion. And if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Maciej and I built this masterclass to help you redesign your career around your true value. If you are ready to take control of your growth, subscribe now and check the link in the description for the full toolkit. You'll get a day-by-day guide to build your career momentum with precision. So let's get started. Everything we are about to talk about starts with this one equation. If you've followed Phoenix, you've already know this, but it's worth repeating. Because this isn't just a model, it's your map. So here it is again. Let's unpack it. Your problem is the difficulty of the challenges that you solve. Time is how fast and efficiently you solve them. Style is how well you collaborate, communicate and lead. And promotion, that's how effectively you share that story with others. All of this comes together to determine your price, which is your salary, your opportunity and your next step. And here's what nobody tells you. If you want that value to go up over time, your learning plan must evolve across all four variables. It's not just about getting better at your job. It's about knowing what to get better at, when and why. And today we are going to map that out, especially for stage one of your career, the individual contributor phase. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of your learning plan, let's revisit two frameworks that drive everything: the product pyramid and the promotion ladder. The product pyramid has three layers. The problem solving, this is your technical expertise, your execution muscle, your ability to do things. Collaboration is how well you communicate, partner with the rest of the business, and how you build trust. Finally, leadership is your ability to influence, guide, and drive impact through others, even without a formal title. The promotion ladder mirrors this, but from the visibility side. First is perception, how you communicate your achievements internally. Networking, how you build relationships that compound your value. And finally, your personal brand, how you articulate your expertise externally over time. And here's the secret. Your learning plan must address both frameworks, because value without visibility is wasted effort, and perception without substance, that's fluff. Your growth comes from building both substance and visibility in the right order at the right time. And you have three stages of your career. Individual contributor stage, when you primarily work alone. Manager, when you start leading the teams. And finally, executive, when you're responsible for multi-layer teams and the strategy of the business. Today, let's zoom into the stage one of your career, the individual contributor stage. If you are in a new role or early in your career, this part is for you. In the beginning, your learning plan should be stuck towards building foundational skills. But even this stage has three phases that you constantly go through. Here is what it looks like in practice. At the beginning, when you are new to whatever you work on, it's primarily about understanding your core knowledge. So if you think about the learning plan, it's 50% your technical knowledge. This is your core. You learn your tools, craft, systems. You become dangerous at solving problems on your own. Then 25% execution. You build routines, speed and systems that help you solve those problems faster. 15% mental strength, your resilience, self-awareness, focus. This is how you keep going when it's getting difficult. And finally, 10% communication. You start working on it early. It's small now, but it will pay off big later, and it will become way bigger portion of your learning plan as you progress. Now, let's say you've been in a role for a while. You're getting more comfortable about the technical part of it. You've built some systems already. You know the basics, so it's time to rebalance a little bit. Your learning focus now looks more like this. You decrease technical knowledge to 25%. You still need depth, but it's no longer the majority of what you need to learn. Execution stays the same. It remains important. You keep getting faster and cleaner at what you do. Mental strength. You are battling boredom boredom, not confusion. You stay sharp. This is becoming more and more important. And finally, communication. With more headspace, you start reinvesting in your ability to present, share, and partner with other people. Finally, when you are highly efficient, you mastered your role, you've solved most of the routine problems. This is when your learning plan must mature. Here is where you adjust a little bit the split of what we spoke about. Technical knowledge, you just maintain, you don't expand this area. It's becoming way less important now. Execution as well, same here, it's just enough to stay sharp and effective and continue improving that. Mental strength remains the same, it's 25%. You don't let it fade, it's your resilience. Arguably, it becomes more important for you the longer you stay in a role, so that you don't stay bored and you keep being energized and don't fly on autopilot. 35, communication. This is becoming your core. It takes way longer to develop, and now it is the time to step it up. Finally, 15%, leadership. You start learning how to lead, influence, and drive outcomes through other people. Even without the title, the influence becomes way more critical. It will go a long way when you start leading the teams, but also it helps you to become more effective in influencing other teams. You are building the foundation now for your next stage. Give a check also on the separate video on the learning plan for this stage. So let's tie all of this together. If you want to grow your problem-solving power, start with technical skills, but over time shift towards solving more difficult problems with bigger business value. If you want to improve your time component, focus on execution, speed, efficiency, prioritization. This is personal effectiveness in action. To improve your style, start improving your communication early, work across teams, volunteer to lead presentations, get feedback. You're building a business partnership skills now that will become your leadership later. And finally, for promotion, start documenting everything. What problems did you solve? What did you learn? What value did you bring? This becomes the foundation of your personal brand. The earlier you start, the stronger your growth loop becomes. So let's make this real. This is what to do next. First, define your stage. Are you new, comfortable, efficient in your role? Use the splits I gave you earlier to design the learning plan accordingly. And then build a tracker. Keep it a simple Google document, journal, or a spreadsheet. Track what you're learning and how you are applying it. Budget for growth. Set aside time and money for your development. Courses, books, coaching is not a cost, it's your highest return investment. And then apply relentlessly. Don't just absorb, apply, solve real problems. Use every project as an opportunity to test your growth and what you've learned. And finally, review and adjust quarterly. Your plan should evolve. What's working, what's not, where you're stuck, update, iterate. See what else you want to learn or you need to learn as a result of what you've discovered in the previous quarter. Let me leave you with this. Your learning plan is not a wish list, it's a weapon. It's how you close the gap between where you are and where you want to go. And in a world that's moving fast, learning without intention is just noise. But when you learn the right things at the right time for the right reason, that's when everything changes. So don't wait for someone else to guide your development, because the architect of your own growth is you. Craft your learning plan, refine it, own it, and let your results speak louder than any resume ever could.